Check 1, 2. What is good, everybody? What's good? What's good? Pop it on. This is what it is. That was the beginning. Now what we're going to do is show you some real solid, real in-depth, true breakdown of what it looks like at the highest level of boxing. And you're watching the semifinal round in the National Golden Gloves, which is what we want you guys to see and understand. The first circuit, you're going to find out what it takes to fight at an elite level against elite fighters from other sectors of the nation, right? The first one, you'll see how to fight against a tall fighter, but we came here to create a place of destination for those who are under our tutelage to learn how to do this at the highest level, to allow them to get experience against other elite level fighters, because you will not be able to do it in a place that you cannot get the work. The work is other elite fighters who have that same belief that they are the elitist of the elite. And that's exactly what you're going to see when those of you who are in the School of Boxing get an opportunity to come down here and get the smoke. You'll learn what it truly takes to get to that next level. You can train and do all the skills training you like, but when it comes down to really having the experience of muscle memory, trained high level fighting, you'll get to see what it looks like. This kid is from South Florida, going up against a much taller fighter. This was just last night. Let's see what it looks like to fight a taller fighter. Next thing you see right here, it's even title. Let's do some check-ins while everything is spinning. What's up, champ? What's good? All of you who are coming in and tuning in, the tallest guy doesn't want to fight. I don't believe that's the case. But when you get in there against a taller fighter and the fighter who's in there has the recipe, the remedy to fight back and the skill set, he's been training with elite fighters down here in Florida. With that being said, yeah, we about to get it popping. Let's see what it looks like. Hopefully my video will crank up. Give me a second, because this is just, you do not want to be in a position like this and not have the right training. It's so tough. Right now we're having a couple of flaws, but I can put this. Let's get back going. These are the guys. They're in the corner. They're getting ready. Next round. It's so real, man. It's just such a big disparity when you're not prepared and you come into this thing and you're fighting and you're wanting to be able to win at this level, because you know this is the beginning of your life changing forever. It's So what you'll see right here is a lot of angles, heads off the line, knowing that if you give that guy a straight shot in, he will take it, but he's missing the shorter fighter. That is practicing and getting that muscle memory and head off the line type stuff. Special shouts out to the brothers who are tuning in from the School of Boxing. And you can see he keeps the jab in his face and throwing 2 and 3 punches when he's going in. When you get inside of that place, 2-3, there you go, 2-3-2. That's a beautiful combination. And then changing the angles, once again, not allowing the bigger fighter to have a target. Gets inside and lets hands go. You cannot pretend that this is not something that you gotta do. You're not cut from the cloth more than likely if you get into this type fight and this is where you flail. What's good, man? Make sure you tag somebody in the post. Show some love to the channel. Let somebody else see what's going on, because this is what we call the higher levels of boxing. Bam! 2-3 punch combinations. Like I said, head off the line. Watch this. Look left, look right. High guard. Feints. All of that stuff. A jab step. And then come in with a hook right hand. You know, this is beautiful boxing. Once again, reset. Change the levels. Look left, look right. Keep the hands moving. Counter everything that he loves to throw and make him switch his stance, because the frustration level is really settled in on this young man. Bring the fight to him and know how to keep his target not where he wants it. And when he does land something, hit him with that flurry. This is beautiful boxing. Boxing 101. And the better fight comes up next. Not necessarily the better, but one of that. Just, you've been watching this young man as we progress, but you can see what Florida is bringing to this semifinal round. Very, very skilled, high level boxing. And that's because the guy gets an opportunity to train against higher level fighters. And you just can't skip this level. You can't skip up and get to this level and then perform during the tournament. Walking them around. That's all he's doing. Walking them around, changing levels and baiting them in, throwing the hook right hand. Once again, he closes it out with head off the line. You can't make this stuff up. Walking around, shadow boxing and pretending to dominate guys at your gym. If you're the best dude at your gym, you're at the wrong gym. You will not grow, and your athletes will not grow if he's the best fighter at the gym. That guy needs to really have to go to bed at night and sort things out against high level competition that will push him to become better, and give those training drills that he's really having to use, give them those reps that will allow him to showcase what's necessary to showcase when it's time to showcase it. Let's see what round number 3 looks like and how to fight a taller fighter at the elitist of competitions in the Golden Gloves. He's doing some beautiful work. It's just solid. Just to be able to see this. Look at there. He comes right out once again, dictating, and a much more confused, longer fighter who cannot use his height the way he wants to, because the shorter fighter is fighting where he wants to. Look at there. He plays around that circle, and then he closes the distance to where his punches land and the other guys can't. Once again, inside exchange and a miss. Don't think you can just get in here and get in the ring against a guy like this, Angel Hernandez, and I can answer the question. No, because you don't understand what he's doing, because he's showing you so many different looks. And when you're looking at it from the outside, it looks a lot different. When that dude's directly in front of you, your eyes have a different visual of him. There's no peripheral vision then. And so you're looking at him straight line, and he's there and he's not. Countering with beautiful shots. Special shouts out. Let me know where you're from. What's going on, champ? Everything's good, man. You're welcome. You're welcome. Just take these things and let's Coach Himmelberg out in Freeport, New York, part of the School of Boxing. If you want to learn how to do this the right way, learn how to position yourself with guys who will teach you the right stuff. And when they get to a point where they hit a wall and don't have the talent to train them, now what they can do is connect and make sure that they have a place that they can come bring their fighters for weeks at a time and really get the high level stuff. And that's what we place ourselves here for in the state of South Florida. Beautiful stuff. And when you think a guy who is 34 years old, never really boxed in a fight, and does training for a couple of years, what advice do you want to give that person who wants to do this tournament? Well, you sign up for the Masters tournament, which is for 34 and above. And when you want to, I love the question, when you want to box at this level, you want to test your stuff, you make sure you get proper sparring and proper looks. So you might want to go around to several type gyms, because people who fight in the Masters, let's face it, you're not fighting to become a professional fighter. You're fighting because you like the activity of boxing. So a lot of these guys do tours, so they go around to different gyms in different states. It's basically like a journeyman, but make sure you have a source of information so you understand the actual sport of boxing, and you're just not doing it vicariously and really not getting what you'll need to be good at it, because it's good to win. And you will find that the reason why we are here, I can't wait to show you guys the next fight. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And this is my fighter of the tournament coming up. So make sure you do not leave. Keep it locked as I finish answering this question. And if any of you have questions, make sure you drop it. But what we source out for our guys is content to train with. So make sure you have a great foundation of boxing training that will guide you on what you need to work on. Your footwork is imminent, and your defense, head off the line, things like that. So you will understand how not to get hurt, seriously hurt. Win, lose, or draw, you want to have fun doing it. And if your defense and your footwork is great, that is very, very necessary to acquire. So we have good programming. USA Boxing has programming. WBC has programming. Find out which one fits best for you and has the necessary content that you would like to use. If not, just dabble around, but don't go into the gym without having a structured program line by line that you can follow. And that's my advice to you if you want to box starting late and join the Masters program, which is Masters Boxing, not Master Boxing, which is the company we work for. Masters with an S Boxing Division. And do that. You'll find a lot of good other people at that age and older that do it. We have guys flying from Detroit, all over the globe to get an experience at Master Boxing. So just do what you got to do your due diligence. I gave you the names. This is one of the places that you can really learn how to do that and have the programming that'll help you and make boxing make sense, because it's so much you don't know about that language. So let's get ready to tune into the next highlight reel. This kid is just special, and hopefully this thing will play this time, because it's having trouble. If not, I'll just put the other one back up. Yeah, it is sticking pretty bad. Let me put this one back up, the other one. To win in fighting. Hold up 1 second. And this is, here we go. This is it. All right. So the young man from Florida, South Florida won. He's now in the final. So this is my man Gabriel.
There's a recipe.
Jean Gabriel versus Jordan Pantham. And Jordan Pantham is just an outstanding boxer. He's coming up. I mean, he reminds you of Rocky Marciano, a touch of James Toney, and also Canelo Alvarez. So keep your eye out for this guy in the professional ranks once he goes out. He's from Hawaii. He's doing big things. He's been just, watch this, hands up high, pressing into the taller fighter once again. Big shots when they are available, not before they're available, but he follows his jab, head off the line, keep the jab moving, touching him with the right hand, making sure he's in range. This is beautiful boxing. Double, using his feet to close the distance. 2 steps, 3 steps in, and then allow the jab to follow his footwork. Combinations, and he's only throwing big shots when he's closed the distance. Dude ducked up under it, but that's part of boxing. And he keeps it steady to the body. Look at that combination. You cannot avoid what this kid is bringing in the ring. And he's a fighter. Beautiful boxing. Going back, getting back to hands up high when you're in punch range, because the taller fighter has much, much longer reach and height. And he's making sure he lets his hands go when he's in punch range. And only then does he do it. But watch his feet. He closes the gap with his feet. He keeps his feet moving constantly, hopping to get back to what we call back to center. And very, very fluent. He's been groomed very good. Parrying shots, hands up high, walking steady, pressuring him mentally. Look at there, keeping himself aware and throwing combinations whenever he has his back against the rope, which is very important when it comes down to this level of boxing. Nice jab, feints, and letting everything hang out once he gets into punch range. High and low. He's just not throwing one variation of punch. He's throwing flurries, body shots, staying defensively responsible after he throws, and pressing his longer fighter who's now weakening. This is what we call high-level competition, because they're on some level, they both belong here in the semifinals. But the best will find. The one who has more wrinkles in his game wins. As you can see, he knows how to steady, throw combinations to the body, raking them up like Sugar Ray Robinson. These are things that you have to be practicing against high-level guys to pull it off at this level of the sport. This is just beautiful boxing, like I said. And you cannot shake a stick at it. You cannot pretend that this isn't relevant to do. When you see a guy who has these type wrinkles in the game, you have to take it under your consideration and realize maybe you're the best dude at your gym. That does not work for you here at this level, because the guys are reacting to everything you do. They have good coaches for the most part, because once you get to this level, if you're not a good coach, you become a good coach. And that's kind of where we are, making sure that our guys have a place that they can come to have all of the highest level of sparring. Once you training in our training system, it's so easy to really get adapted to this, because you know where the stuff that you need to use, you know where it comes into play when you're at this level. Now watch this round. I'm out of here. Check it out. Good pressure, hands up high, like Rocky Marciano, keeping the jab floating. For you guys who think you can do this without a jab, you're absolutely delusional. Combinations, left side, looking left, looking right, pecking and poking, and then turning up the smoke. When you on the inside and when you got him in the corner, you know to work rampantly. This is the type of progression that a fighter has to have at this level. 5 days in this tournament, grueling. Every day you're fighting. Hence is why we do our training and sparring 5 days a week, different levels of sparring. So when you get to tournaments like this, you're truly ready to fight at the highest level of boxing. Therefore, this won't show you anything. Day 1, you'll just box them smoothly. Day 2, you turn it up just a notch. Tier 2, you're boxing, pop, pop, pop. You're steady on your press. And just like him, he's coming in here, Mr. Panther, as you guys will see, one day will be box office because he has the things that matter at this level. Look at there, he's fainting. He's doing a stomp. And when you stomp, that guy has to react. He wants to see what the guy's ready to pull out. And he's countering them and throwing punches in bunches. Like we teach in the Art of Sparring training guide, how to throw punches in 6s and 8s, not 2s and 3s, but that's what we call our Golden Gloves training system. That program is absolutely insane. The Art of Sparring. Check it out. So if you are in a place where you cannot figure out how to stop getting hit and how to be better in defense, and if you find yourself sparring and training, you cannot let your hands go enough. You can't find yourself throwing more than 2 punches, maybe 3. Then that's for you. It teaches you how to do these drills. Look at there, where you're throwing 6s and 8s. Good combination. And even if you miss the shot, you stay on your opponent's nerves. And that's what's happening right now. Look at this. Combinations. Boom. Big shots. Making them think twice. Making the legs rubber by pressing him non-stop. Pull counters. Coming over the top while he's walking in. You can't fake those rakes to the body, and they take the gas out of your tank. Beautiful boxing. Once again, we take what we do, and what we do is try to show the guys, how do you get these techniques and skills? You can't watch a video and learn how to do it. So the Art of Sparring is one of our most pride and true possessions to teach guys in the field of training or boxing, how to use and develop and add the type drills to bring out that stuff that you'll need on these nights like this, and you'll have it embedded in your muscle memory. You learn how to use your legs when walking the floor. You learn how to move around the ring, and you learn how to throw and flow the punches, how to counter, use and bend your knees, coming off with offense and defense. That's the Art of Sparring. That is the one that we take pride in to get you prepared for the Golden Gloves. That hence is why we're rotating the name to Golden Gloves Training to go along with our Olympic style training program. So just watch this round again. This dude is beautiful. I'm wondering if he's ordered the Art of Sparring, because he's just absolutely showing all the wrinkles. That, my friend, right there is a pet, and then poke, and then float a flurry right behind it. Those are high-level techniques that my man Panther, Mr. Panther, is doing. Jordan, look at there, nice combinations, hooking off the jab, then going to the body, doing the rip and rake. We teach that in our peekaboo, which Mike Tyson made it famous, but we show it from different angles and different wrinkles with it, because they laid the foundation. We took it to another level. Look at here. Finish the combination with body shots and then get right back to the jab. How many fighters do you know today in the professional rank that have this level of balance at this age? It's just not common. Look at there. He's finishing to the body. He's taking the legs away. He's throwing hinge punches, which is what you learn in Punch Pad for Pros. Hinge punches, you don't supposed to be at this age throwing those type shots, but this is what I'm seeing in this guy. Look at there, uppercuts to the body and then finishing with hooks. Never throwing one single shot. stepping backwards. I don't advise him to step backwards throwing a jab when his feet aren't planted, but in a fight, you'll expect to see some things because this is a dog fight. This isn't boxing now. You're at the highest level of the highest tournament in boxing for the amateur ranks. Rip and rake once again. Touch it, and just won't stop pressing the fight. Constantly pushing the envelope. Look at there. Defensively sound and combinations raking to the body on left and the right side. That's Sugar Ray Robertson-esque. Canelo Alvarez. James Lights Out Tony, how he used the shoulders. Finishing with uppercuts like Tyson. Bam! Once again. If there's no headgear on, maybe this is absolute knockout. But the opposition is frustrated, and so he pushes them down, and that's when you know you're working. That's when you know you're working. It's beautiful boxing. Let's see what Tommy says. Truly impressive. Absolutely, man. This is where what comes out of training the right way. He took his legs totally away because now look at there combinations. Go to compete for this tournament. Pick a great gym. Yes, you have to pick a great gym. Let me see who that was. That is Mario. Yeah, Mario. It's good that you have the wherewithal to, and he wins, and he's going to be on the show, and we are going to really have some clips of his entire event. He's a beautiful fighter. He's the kind of fighter that I'm proud to say is representing the USA and the sport of boxing in this generation. And he was stoked. And so special shouts out to Jordan Pantham. He's doing amazing things out there boxing. But yes, you got to have a good program. This tournament level is no joke. But if you're fighting at the Masters division, 34 and above, you know, guys have got experience. So you want to be in a place that really shows you these things. So if you want to know what it looks like when it's all put together in a package, I tell you, I don't know what any other company offers, but I know our system is the art of sparring, and it comes in a bundle. I think it's a footwork program that comes with it, and I think it's a conditioning and a running program that comes with it in a bundle. So I think it's like 60 some bucks. You get something like that in for the next 90 days. You just study that, practice it. It teaches you what's necessary and what's required at this level. Remember the name, the art of sparring. And right now it's in a bundle since Wednesday, because we want you to understand the real process of boxing. That's all it is. This is just taking the kind of work that it takes for guys like this to really be in the limelight and can perform. And you cannot fight like this if you don't have the high level sparring. So you must find not just a gym, because it's very unlikely that someone will give you the time to develop you like this. So you have to be responsible and take that under your own reign and be responsible to learn and have a process. And the art of sparring comes with a guide that will show you line by line things to expect, how to deal when you get cut, how to deal when you swell, how to deal with an injury during a fight. And it shows you the drills that you do. And it's so beneficial to anybody who's a trainer and an athlete. And so that was a great question, Mario. And if you're looking to do anything, I think one of our team members will have a link in the description, and we'd like to make sure that you're heading down the right way. You see the guys over here in the School of Boxing are doing an amazing job. Special shouts out to Glenn and them. They came from Arkansas doing big things, got into the tournament, got midway through the fights. And so special shouts out to those guys representing growing and learning. And those first ones, those first big wins and those first big losses teach you so much about this level. And always continue to remember this. You are here and the picture is big. So see the entire picture. Planning and preparation is everything. And once you do it the right way, all of the bricks fall in line and you can build an empire of successes. So look around and see the bricks that you don't have in place and get those bricks in place. So whether it's where you're training at, when you're preparing for tournaments like this, if that's not in place, fix that. Make arrangements. It's worth it in the end. If you are starting and you want to have the skills that's required to do this at this level in these type tournaments, make sure you have necessary material, because it's going to be required, because the fighters today are getting their hands on the material like what we produce for them, and they're learning the process of being a world champion. Hence is why our tagline is we make champions, whether it's through the coaches or through the fighters. When they watch and read and watch the videos of what we position for them to do, they realize there's an absolute building and growth process in this. And to learn this is very important. And it's not just to be doing it for fun. When you read and start to see how and what it takes, man, it's nothing like it. Let's see. Great boxing last night and gets great heart. Yes, to the final second of the round. It was crazy. Heart, skills, understanding, love his body of work. Yes, he's crazy. Chop down the tree. And God forbid if there was a fourth round. It's crazy. There's the art of sparring link. So you can go into the comment box and go and invest in that for yourself. You know, I think it's usually upwards of $200, but you can get it for 67. And if not, you can find another type program, but you need something to prepare you to learn what is the what we call the recipe for letting your hands go and learning how to keep your head off the line and being defensively responsible. So it's right there down in the comments. So click it, go up there, check it out. If you haven't subscribed to the website, subscribe to the website and try out some of the free downloads. We got footwork, knit masters, and just giving you the effervescence of what it's like to train at a high level. And if you're training at a high level, that means even if you're doing it recreational, there's always a chance, man, because you're grooming yourself. And when you're grooming yourself, everything becomes possible. So that's all we got for right now. Let us know where you're from, man. And if you have someone in the tournament, or you're interested in getting into boxing like this, reach out to us. Let us know. We're always available. And make sure you subscribe to the website. Until next time, continue blessings. Be looking for us to come on this Wednesday with the Q&A and highlights with the finals, the guys who won. And we will definitely have one or two of the fighters from the tournament, or trainers and coaches from this tournament on the show, giving them a Q&A and talking about the tournament at large. Special shouts out to Lou Martinez of Palm Beach Boxing. Yeah, is representing South Florida at large for the Golden Gloves tournaments. Special shouts out from the rest of the team over here at Master Boxing. Until next time, continue blessings. See you soon in the winner's circle. Peace.